Howdy guys, welcome back to Let's Play Dark Cloud. That sounds kind of stupid considering I didn't... Oh, I was recording like 5 minutes ago. But I had to obviously compress my Audacity file down, or rather just save it. Actually, I'm not bummed out that I have to use her here at all, because obviously she's kick-ass now, with her like really good weapons and stuff. And this is a good opportunity for her to get some training. So yeah, this is basically not much has kind of happened. Wow, that did loads. Not much has happened since I last recorded. I kind of just went off and sold some stuff. Carrots, more fishing bait, which I can sell. Ooh, my head kind of hurts. I don't know why. It's out on my skin. It's not like I've got a headache or anything. If I had a headache, I'd probably kind of make this a very short video and stop for a little while. I kind of have been staring at screens all day though. Sorry, I kind of looked away from my TV there. Obviously couldn't see what I was doing anymore, because I'm apparently mental like that. So yeah, I'm kind of... This shouldn't be too difficult, this floor, considering I've got better weapons, and for Goro as well, it should be alright. I'm not going to rush into healing, mostly because a lot of these enemies I can just kill very quickly. See, I swear from those guys you can steal rotten fish sometimes. Not that you'd want to, but obviously I still don't know whether I'm going to have to... Well, I still don't know about the outcome of how this is going to end in Audacity. Not Audacity, Sony Vegas. I really don't know how, and I'm still not prepared to make cuts in this video because I don't know yet. But that's going to be a real pain, especially considering I need to do all that exploring up there and stuff. Especially considering I might find a flapping fish, and if I do, then I have to go all the way up to the. Why am I doing that? I've got a transfer that should be so much faster. So what does this actually need to grow? This weapon. I think I've got some stuff on it at the moment. It needs fish killer, doesn't it? I don't know where you get hold of that. Without going to the back floor, you can't do anything about that. And until I get... I can't remember who owns the fish cart in this place. As soon as the fishing shop is open, I will kind of grind off of that, I think. Ow! Ah, ow, Jesus God. Okay, no, sorry, these things give you repair powder, not trans feather. Or maybe they do give you trans feather sometimes. I don't know. Could have sworn they give you trans feather. Maybe, I don't know why. Maybe it's just this playthrough, or maybe it's a different item every single playthrough or something. This is possible. But this place has been really quite stingy with weapons, I think. Well, not weapons. With items. Nearly every other chest is a mimic. Or so it seems. Okay, apparently you can't shoot over a box. I swear those things give you rotten fish. Maybe it's only specific enemies that... only specific mimics that give you... Well, no, I don't mean like individual specifics, but sort of like in different dungeons maybe they give you different things. I don't know. I mean, it's cool that if they give you repair powders though, because repair powders are infinitely useful, and you know you constantly will have to use them to progress through the place, I guess. It's one of the sort of gimmicks about this game that kind of makes it hard, is that your weapons have HP, otherwise it'd be a really easy game. You wouldn't like ever get into trouble. So it's kind of unlike... Does this say this is like a much harder version of, say, something like Kingdom Hearts, where on Kingdom Hearts you have to just kind of mash the X button loads. Obviously there's like a weird menu sort of thing. But yeah, this is obviously programmed to be a bit more tricky and difficult on the player, because it forces you to well, if you're not any good at the game, you will sort of struggle with it. If you keep forgetting about healing weapons and stuff. I mean, the fact that it makes a really loud beep is often enough warning, but I guess if you're not very smart, then you might get into trouble. I'm going to actually try and use Goro for this floor, I think. Mostly because he has no ABS on his weapons. Fuck. Off. So it's a good thing I actually do have an element on him. I could also stick maybe switch the element out for like thunder and stuff every single time I need to do it. But at least I have the other characters just in case. But I will kind of just try to use him instead if possible. I know he doesn't have very much like defense and stuff. Okay, well that's kind of unhelpful. You do get... Yeah, so far in this dungeon we haven't really come across any locked doors. Maybe ones that you have to hit open like that. But none are sort of key doors or something. The key door is kind of... I don't know, it's kind of pointless if you ask me. So that's kind of cool. That was kind of useful. It's one of those sort of useful abilities that you can I sort of upgrade. Not upgrade, it's kind of like sort of things that can happen to you. It's kind of just like one of the sort of advantageous sort of things that can happen. Right, let's try and see if I can get close without getting gooped in the face. There you go. Just a bit of damage there. So far in this episode, not much has really kind of happened. I mean, I kind of discussed everything last time, so I got sunshade. I still don't know what the sunshade goes to. Oh, I hate these guys. Fuck off, I hate these guys. I'm going to try and see if I can steal anything from her. Even. Maybe if I get as far away as possible, I can steal something. Okay, I hate these things. I really do. I can't remember what they're called. I assume it has absolutely... I don't know why, but the name of the... oh, right, that's why I was thinking that. The name of the rare fish was screaming at me, but Gaion is just, yeah, what these things are. I still want to see if I can steal something from it, you know? Maybe you can't steal anything from them. The thing is, it's so close to leveling up, I don't want to kind of take away that opportunity from it. And the same with him. I mean, his weapon is quite... well, you can't see it there. But his weapon is really close to leveling up, so I don't want to take that sort of opportunity away from him. Whilst this guy kind of didn't get too far with it last time. I didn't really use him very much. I will kind of definitely get him up off screen. Once you get him, like... a good weapon or something, he's really quite powerful, but until then he's kind of useless, I must admit. You see, look, Tone is like so close to leveling up as well. Rooty now, is it Rooty? Let's have a look. Hang on, because you can actually do this from inside the dungeon. The fish store, yeah. So I can stick the fish carts in. Obviously you have to be outside, and obviously I'd need to stick that there. But she isn't, unfortunately, here at the moment. So... well, she isn't here. I don't have access to her, so... sorry, I just saw a lamp, and it just made me think of something that... something that happened when we were... last time I was staying with my cousin. I'm pretty sure you've all seen the film Aladdin. This is kind of a bit in the second one, I think. I think it was the second one, I can't remember. But Jafar kind of... like, I can't remember exactly what the quote is, but I think it was just... he says, "Get me that lamp," but it's the way he says lamp. He just kind of goes, "Lamp!" And it was just... we were just laughing about it so much. It was so funny. I can't believe I haven't actually made a reference to that. Since then, I'm definitely going... every single time I see a lamp from now, I'm going to say lamp. Good times, good times. I'm glad that something from my outside world can kind of come into the game and kind of, you know, be sort of used as sort of like a really shitty catchphrase. Because, is everybody cursed? No. What was I was going to say? Yeah, because nearly every LP has some sort of catchphrase, and I don't really have one apart from every single time I start the same. Well, every single time I start a video off, I start off the same way. So I don't know. That's not really a catchphrase, but you know, I don't know. It's definitely really going to become something. So I'd like to thank my cousin for that. I'm pretty sure he'll comment on the video, and I think he'll find that quite funny. I hope he does. I really hope he does. It'll be good fun. It'll make my day, considering all the crap that I'm going through at the moment with all my work and stuff. So yeah, I'm just hoping my mic is at the sort of right angle, because I'm trying to avoid the sort of sounds that you get sometimes. Obviously, it's not too. Doesn't look like it's too bad at the moment, but sometimes my voice kind of seems a bit sort of deep and low, whilst at the moment it kind of seems a bit higher. But I think that's because I'm not talking quite as quietly as I would perhaps normally around uni. I mean, especially next year, LPing is going to be quite dodgy, because I'm going to be living in a house of people. So I don't know. I just don't want to sort of interrupt their lives with my LPing and stuff, because I know it will kind of piss people off if I'm sitting here just talking to myself and stuff, and I don't think the doors are soundproofed. So I know some people would say to me, "Well, sod them," but hey, I'm a bit of a pacifist. I don't really like getting into confrontations if I can help it. Maybe it's just because I'm too chillaxed, you know. Apart from when I'm playing games, and then I get pissed off at really, really, really trivial stuff, which sounds like me all over, to be honest. So this is pretty much everything that's going on in the dungeon. Oh, fuck off with the fucking mimics! Fuck off! Fuck off! So that's just the way my friend who's left now. It's just kind of, I'm one of the few people of my one of the last people of my friends who's still here. That just doesn't make any sense. I was trying to make it make sense, but there you go. I'm one of my last friends. I'm going to try and think of a way of saying this. Of all my friends... Oh, that's how you get trans feather off them. Right. Of all my friends, I think I'm the last one here, pretty much. I think I've got a mate upstairs who's still here, but I don't know. He doesn't seem to be coming out of his shell very much at the moment. And then I have another friend. She lives over across from me, but I don't know. I don't think I'm hugely close with her. Although, to be fair, we did go out to dinner the other night with another friend, which was quite cool. The three of us went out to Nando's. I told you about this. It's the second time I went out to Nando's in like a week or something. So actually, you know what? I'm actually going to carry on and do another floor, because I feel that this video is going to be another a shorty if I stop now. So I'm going to switch back to this is where it gets a little bit more interesting. Here we got a new enemy called Sam, I think. Yeah, and he's obviously an ice type, so do not have the ice element on your weapon. Put a bit of fire on for this, I think. And bam! Right in the kisser. So, this isn't going to be too... this isn't going to be too bad, I don't think. I think fire does more than wind does to these enemies. I think wind is kind of used for sort of flying enemies and stuff, sort of airborne ones or sort of dragons or something. It's kind of more effective on them. Although, I don't know, there's certain enemies that kind of look like they would not be like... They'd be like resistant to something like, for instance, in the last dungeon there's an enemy called the Black Dragon. and it's like not as powerful of the dragon enemies. But actually, I tell a lie. There's a dragon enemy in the dungeon afterwards, the after dungeon, which is really strong, which actually changes from floor to floor, funnily enough. But yeah, why did I change? Oh right, I was going to switch. I meant to switch to her. No, I switched to him. Yeah, so the dragons, yeah, but I thought, because it's a black dragon, I thought, oh, this enemy might be weak to holy or something. But it turns out that it's actually... holy doesn't affect it because... oh, Jesus Christ, get it right. Because holy is the type that it is, if that makes sense. It's holy, so it... Is this +7 already? Blimey. If I had like if I had a kitchen knife, I would. So it doesn't have any fish killer on it. I want something with fish on it. That's got quite a lot of stuff on it, to be actually honest. I might, and it's not exactly weak. Yeah, that's probably why that's got so much beast on it. I just kind of think I dumped some beasts on it to get rid of it, to be honest. No fish killer around, I don't suppose. No. That's kind of disappointing, I guess, but for the time being, I guess I'll stick some... apparently 50 is its max. Doesn't seem like it's worth boosting up too much more. So I'm going to stick some more undead on it because of... I know vaguely what it's going to become when it comes down to it. I'm kind of hoping I can get the fish store sorted soon, so I can grind for some gems back screen on the back floor, and I'll do that off screen. Even that's what I was trying to say. I don't know why I said back screen. That's going to become a new thing, isn't it? Back screen, you know. Jack. So I've got the weapon store kind of sorted out. So okay, I'm going to try and sort of do the lamb sword a little bit now as well. I don't suppose I'm going to find a flapping fish here, am I? No. It's so unlikely that you'll get one. I mean, in the other dungeons, it's kind of more likely that you'll get the backdoor key than you will in this one. I think when I first played through this, I didn't really understand what gemstones did, sort of like turquoise and stuff. So I kind of, I think I just kind of sell them because they're valuable. And that's such a big mistake, isn't it? Big mistake. I'm still going to try and rob this guy of any weird fish killing powers he might have, mostly because, well, obviously she needs it. So just going to slingshot him in the face a little bit, you know. Oh, I feel like doing another video. It's mostly because I'm reluctant to go back to work. Brickies are kind of valuable. Let's switch back to her, just in case. I don't suppose he drops anything. He fires stuff, apparently. Wow. The fire really makes a difference there. I was going to say that'll be the magic crystal for sure. I think there's a special spot here. Ah, fuck. That's always bad. I hate that one. So that greatly reduced my fish killing abilities. I think it took my wind down a bit. I think it dragged everything a little bit down, except fish, which is good. Not that it really matters. I've only got one fish on there at the moment. I'm trying to remember what throwing item curse is on this. I don't know if there actually is one. Maybe it's a... No, because you get throbbing cherries. Maybe... Is it a curse? No, that's the curse. That's the cursed rose itself. That's utterly useless. I'm not too sure, actually, to be honest, if there is one. Treasure key. Still useful, but not kind of something I want at the moment. Maybe if I was to go back back to like the first dungeon or something, because you tend to find weapons chests on the first few floors. I think I can sort out the water fountain now, which is kind of cool. Alright, apparently flowers can hold the dungeon key in this place. It's interesting. Don't be a flapping fish. Good, I was going to say I don't really want to have to run all the way around the other side of the dungeon for it. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can kill this thing in one hit, but let's just see. Fuck yes. See, now this might be where a chest key was useful, see? Let's see what we got. Battle axe. Now that's kind of cool. Oh, so that's how it curses you. Pay attention already. Fuck off! Says the crazy northern guy. I was going to upgrade it, wasn't it? I've got stuff on it, haven't I? Okay, good. Oops, I didn't mean to merge the mic there, but now it's slipped down the side of my head a little bit. So what does it need to build up? It still needs fuckload of stuff. Stone mimic, steel and dragon. I'm gonna elements and stuff can come later. I'm going to stick some dragon and some mimic, mostly because they're not quite so common. And not that I mean the enemies that are not common, because well, I know dragons aren't, but mimics kind of are. But at the same time, hang on, did I ever get Rooty or not? Still, it's kind of annoying. I've got Jack now, so I can... No, see, this is Jack down here. And I can just stick these in here. And I can go visit there and get some items, maybe some sea killer or whatever it's called. That'd be kind of cool. Yeah, I don't actually have a cold as such, but I've been kind of a bit sort of blocked up recently. Yeah, sorry if my voice sounded a bit weird there, it was a bit phlegmy. Not that you really needed to know that, or even wanted to, but there you go. This is interesting because I was just maybe wondering about just sticking to Camtasia. I don't know, I'm torn. I'm so very torn. I don't suppose he sells Sea Killer, does he? That'd be so cool if he did. But I don't know why he would. Yeah, no, see, he just sells generic sort of stuff. And I don't need ice, I'm sorry. Ice is just so abundant in this place. Later on, it's just whatever. You can just kind of come back here with a bandit. Or any item with the sort of thieving ability and just keep stealing ice from whoever. I'm just looking around here for items, because there are a few items you can find down here on the docks sometimes. In the ways of sort of defense up items and stuff, but perhaps that's only one when you've unlocked the character here or whatever, or kind of completed the area. So I really haven't come across any sort of... Oh, see, here's one. There's a gourd. Again, I don't really want to go rushing on ahead with gourds when I have a character coming to my team soonish. I don't really want to rush stuff there. Okay, nothing new on Facebook, so I was just checking that. I'm not like a Facebook nut or anything, like some people are, but I get on it enough, I think. Okay, I know that the stores go up here, I really do. Jack's store now, he's obviously going to want a lamp. Probably a chimney and something else. So if I go into his shop quickly while it's still daytime, random bomb. Make sure you do not complete the event here before you have the character here. Otherwise, you just kind of get the one item off him. You can get two if you're. So there you go. Whoops. Okay, we need to go. What do you want? Shades in the chimney. Okay, so now I know what he wants. I'm not going to bother finishing it until I have got the character. But it's looking like for the moment for King's Hideout, I do have the car, and I believe I have the sunshade, which is what he'll want. But I don't have the other character, so for the time being there's not much I can really do in the way of Georoma, but I can check the fountain for items, and I'm pretty sure there will be a few of them around here. So there'll be that. There's an item there in the corner which I will have to get in just a second. Are there only really 2 items around this thing? It's probably like a... I was going to say it's probably a gourd. I'm assuming this will be a... I can't remember what they're called. It'd be a fluffy donut or something. Oh, it's a grass cake. That's kind of cool. So maybe I should look around for the other sort of defense up items now or something. Just have a quick peek, because like, for example, well, I probably would have been able to see that. But trying to spot some of the others can be quite difficult sometimes. They're quite small and they're hidden in like the corners of areas and stuff. I think you can find one there. There's one here. Yeah, so we'll use this grass cake on Goro because he kind of needs it. So that's the fluffy donut, which is nice. Kind of unnecessary, really, but I'm not going to say no to it, obviously. I'm looking around for fish candy. There might be one knocking around for fish candy. I'm not sure. It could be on like the sort of highway sort of area, but it's kind of hard to see how long there. Maybe it'll show up later or something. But anyway, I don't want to go rushing on ahead with any of that. And crap, it's getting really... this recording's getting really long, so I am going to stop it for now, and I will see you guys next time on Let's Play Dark Cloud. Take care.